Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, if it's one thing I hate doing when it comes to these YouTube videos is having to shoot a video all over again or do a correction video or an amendment video because I screwed up a previous video. Okay, about 2 weeks ago I did a long-winded review on this Ibanez BTB, boy Tom boy, 675M 5-string electric guitar, and I got a few things wrong. It wasn't all my fault because I was getting misinformation off of Ibanez's site, Bartolini's website, which is the maker of these pickups, which is what I'm mostly going to be talking about, and several vendors. Okay, my main bitch, the thing I want to correct the very most of all, is these pickups right here. In my original review, I called these BH1s. Bartolini BH1s, Boy Hotel 1s, which are supposedly supposed to be a humbucking pickup, and I even found an archived old Ibanez web page. Don't ask me how I found it, but I did. That was claiming that these were BH1s, but they're not. They are MK2s, Michael Kelly 2s. And you think, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, a BH1 is a humbucking pickup. It's, I know it's different than an MK2. Okay, an MK2, ladies and gentlemen, it's this simple, is a quad coil, COIL, quad coil pickup. In other words, you've got, to follow this red pen here, you've got a little coil that sits right here, and right next to it over here, you've got a coil, and then underneath over here, you got another coil, and like that, and one over here. So you got a total between these two pickups right here of 8 coils in this guy. Because the reason why I got set down this long-winded goose chase, and believe me, don't waste your time because I've already done this searching for you. As I was practicing with this and using my nice cost headphones and stuff, I'm hearing a lot of harmonics, a lot of sustain, a lot of low octave and stuff like that I just couldn't put my finger on, that didn't sound like any humbucker I'd ever heard. And so that set me off on this wild goose chase of trying to figure out just exactly what kind of pickups. And they're Bartonelli, like I say, MK2s, okay? And another thing is, too, I measured these across here like this lengthwise. These are 4 7/8 inches long, if you will, and tall-wise, they're 1 1/8 inches. A lot of Bartonelli pickups don't have that same size. So if you're going to put some different pickups or get it up in your head that you're going to put some different pickups in here, you're going to have to do some retrofitting or something, because these are a lot bigger and wider and what have you than a lot of the offerings that Bartonelli has. I just want you to make you aware of that. And these are passive pickups too. I seen one guy on YouTube that took it to decide he wanted to tap these. I think you can tap these, but I wouldn't do that, and my advice is don't change out these pickups, because these are a proprietary pickup made by, I keep having trouble with that name, Bartonelli. They're made specifically for Ibanez, okay? And same with those BH1s. And information out there is very, very sketchy. But I'm just telling you what the hell these things are, okay? Now, I wanted to, but through playing, I was hearing some things I couldn't quite put my finger on, and it put me into a great big search mode until I found out exactly what I got my hands on here. Now, here's my cheat sheet here. So, because I hate making videos going, oh, you should have said this, you should have said that. In my other video, I was calling this a C tapering into a D neck. This, ladies and gentlemen, for all practical purposes, is a U-shaped neck, okay? Got that? It's not a baseball neck, but it's definitely not a thin neck like what's on my ESP LTD Rocco Prestia bass, okay? It's there's a lot of meat in this guitar. There's a lot of wood. This bass weighs 10.5 pounds. 10.5 pounds. And that's one of the reasons why I figured I was getting such an unusual sound off of this, simply because it had a lot of wood in it. Well, that's true, but it's also got a lot of, this MK2 quad coil neck and bridge pickup setup. Both of these pickups are the same, okay? And I even went as far, ladies and gentlemen, as running the serial number to try to pin down everything, to try to figure out just what I had my hands on here. I bought this particular piece here, as I reported in my other video, from a local music store over in Bozeman, Montana called Music Villa. I've known Paul and Fred Decker forever. They've always sold me good instruments and whatnot have you. Okay. But for you Ibanez owners out there, if you want a good page to go to run your product identification or your serial numbers, go right here. If you can see this, follow that URL right there. Type that up in your browser, okay? I'll hold this up here for a second. Hope you can see that, okay? We're talking Ibanez.wikia, WIKIA.com. /wiki, WIKI, /Ibanez, serial, numbers. And that will identify what you've got there. Okay, like in my case right here, the serial number of this guy right here is an I-15-1207-123. And you're probably going, well, that's Greek to me. That'll mean jackass and nothing to me. Pay attention here, it might. That I, at the beginning of my serial number for this piece right here, stands for Indonesia. This came out of, a subcontractor's plant for Ibanez over in Indonesia called Court Guitars, okay? Now the number 50, for the first two numbers, 15, that indicates the year. This rolled off the assembly line or whatever have you in 2015. Okay, the next two numbers are 12. That indicates the month. December. Okay, December of 2015. And the last five numbers are 07123. Those numbers are really not right because Ibanez does not start counting these numbers till after 5,000. So you just take, 07123 or whatever have you, and minus 5,000, and this is the 2,123rd guitar that they made, okay? Definitely not a collector's item or nothing like that. And my research showed me that as near as I can configure on this particular Boy Tomboy BTB675M, Ibanez started making these in 2011 or 2012, right along in there, okay? Now, that's all I wanted to straighten out, because on my other video I didn't have all that. Let me hit a few strings there. I've got everything, I've got stuff turned up a little bit here, okay? But like I say, the point being is this particular bass does a lot of super lows. It's got one hell of a lot of harmonics, and it's got one hell of a lot of sustain. And that's one of the reasons why, is because of these pickups. That's my point. That's why I wanted to get this straight. Okay. We're up here on this neck pickup. Be careful here, I'll blow up my amp. Okay. Right here, there's both pickups. Hear that sustain? Okay. Down here on this bridge pickup. I mean, there is a tremendous lot of output and a tremendous lot of sustain. So what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and desperately trying to say, these are BK2 Bartonelli, or however you pronounce that name, quad coil pickups. Two of them that are in here. That's my main part to this video, okay? And that's also corrects everything that I screwed up, but a lot of it's not my fault because of misinformation on the internet. Whatever have you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the video. Jump, jive, and well, take care of yourselves. We'll see you on down the trail.